What's going on, guys? TmarTn here, bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 video, and this is going to be episode 1 of a short little series I'm going to be doing, where I'm going to be testing out all the different weapon proficiencies in Modern Warfare 3. Now, there's all kinds of stuff. There's kick, there's flinch, there's speed, there's melee, there's all these different proficiencies, so I wanted to see which ones work the best, which ones, actually work, maybe some of them don't even do that much, and which ones are best for what kind of class and what kind of gun and stuff like that. So, anyway, in episode 1, we are going to be taking a look at kick because kick is kind of the default proficiency that everyone uses. It's the first one you unlock, and it's just the most popular. So let's see how well it works. Now, how I tested this is kick is supposed to reduce the amount of recoil on your gun, and what that really means is it's going to reduce the amount of bullet spread that you have when you're aiming and shooting at an enemy. So I set up a tactical insertion a certain distance away from the wall. I sprayed at the wall with a gun without kick, and then went and killed myself and spawned with the exact same gun, except it had kick on it, and shot at the wall, and then we can compare the bullet spread. So the first one I did it with is the AK-47 aiming down sights, and as you can see on the left, highlighted in blue here, it's kind of a big bullet spread. That's pretty big. Now on the right side, highlighted in red, that's the bullet spread with kick on it. So you can see that it is a little bit smaller. Kick was at work there, and more bullets ended up on target. Now, when I saw this, I thought, okay, it works for aiming down sight. Now, what about hip firing? Does it work for hip firing? The answer? Well, look in front of you. So as you can see on the left here, it's kind of a ring. The middle where I was actually aiming is kind of cut out. That there's no bullets there except for just one. Now on the right side, when I had kick on the weapon, the entire circle is filled in. There's no middle missing. So kick made it so that more bullets went where I was actually aiming rather than in just a random ring. So the assault rifle kick affects both aiming down sight and hip firing. Now, I also tested out a bunch of SMGs, and here's the results for the MP5. As you can see on the left, the bullet spread is pretty large, but then again on the right, the bullet spread is a little bit smaller because I had kick on it, so more bullets were on target. And then spraying, it doesn't make as much of a difference. I don't know, maybe I'm blind, but I don't see too much of a difference between these two right here. So, maybe kick doesn't affect as much hip firing on SMGs because SMGs are kind of made to hip fire, or at least they're meant to hip fire more than assault rifles are. So I don't think it affects SMGs as much in terms of hip fire. Now, also for LMGs, this is aiming down sight, and as you can see on the left side there, the thing went crazy. It was nuts. Look how big that is. Whereas on the right side with kick, it's a nice little kind of compact little bullet spread there where all the bullets kind of went at least close to where you were aiming. And then moving on to the spraying with the LMGs, this one is, it's pretty similar to the assault rifle. On the left, you see with no kick, it's kind of like a ring again. There's not too many bullets in the very middle where I was actually aiming, whereas on the right side, it almost looks like a target symbol. It's like in the middle, there's a bunch of bullets, and then on the ring, there's a bunch of bullets. So more bullets went towards where I was actually aiming with kick. Now, talking about shotguns, this is pretty interesting. Kick doesn't seem to affect shotguns. As you can see here, this is aiming down sight. Both of these look the exact same. It doesn't look like it did anything. And then spraying, both of these look like the exact same thing. It doesn't look like kick really affected shotguns that much. So that's a really good piece of information there. If you're running a shotgun class, think about using something other than kick. Use damage, use range, use something else. Now, also about sniper rifles, it's kind of the same deal. As you can see here, the one on the left and the one on the right, they're both crazy. They both go up and to the right like crazy, and kick doesn't really seem to do that much. And then also for spraying, kick really, the bullet spread is still pretty big. So, for shotguns and snipers, I don't think kick does too much. Whereas for assault rifles, SMGs, and LMGs, kick does seem to help both aiming down sight and hip firing, except for hip firing is a little bit iffy on the SMGs. So, there you go, guys. Kick actually does do quite a bit of work for you, but just make sure you do not use it on the shotguns or the snipers because you're really not going to be getting much out of it. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to be doing more of these in the future, and thanks for watching, guys. Check out one of the 2 videos on screen if you want to, and see ya.